Well, Cody, half of our panel here tonight, one said this was going to be the Panthers' eulogy, and the other one was booking his cruise. I'm your host, Kirby Lupo, joined alongside my co-host, Cody Stevens, and Nick Levine, and we got Boston Jack here. Jack, we always bring you when there's a big Brad Marchand moment.
Oh, geez. You're actually right. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, he doesn't play in overtime, but wins it for us when we need it the most. So,
listen, I know this was not a pretty game. And, we blew the 2-goal lead in the third, whatever the case may be. Verhaeghe penalty, that's not a penalty. That's just me. My man, you can't get called a slash when the guy shoots his stick into your stick and his stick breaks. But here's the thing. With the way this week has gone for the Panthers, where they've had shit out of luck, let's be real here. And you get any type of win. You can get any type of win. As a former guy who's been on a bunch of teams in his life, when a lot of shit's going wrong and you finally get that one win and you don't give a damn how you get it, it just brings you a sense of confidence saying, okay, we're not bad. It's just a little foundation of confidence, and that can build and keep building on.
Now, a lot of the fan base was like, the rest is going to do us good, thinking ahead to next year. Here's a comment here. Like, I was thinking coming into tonight, before the result of this game, the rest will do us well through the Olympic break. I don't want to think ahead like to the summer, which has been all the comments on social media now over the last week. And I understand when you fall like 8, 9, 10 points back for a playoff spot. Leafs fans were doing it before. Now they think they're going to the playoffs. So, but now maybe we can look ahead here to tomorrow. You give away the point here tonight, guys, but you do need to go get the 2 tomorrow against Tampa somehow, some way. I wonder how that's going to work, where Paul Maurice is navigating which guys are in the lineup, which guys aren't. They said tonight on the broadcast, Brad Marchand's going to play one of these 2 games. Do they change their mind going into tomorrow now?
Two key notes for that. I believe Anthony Cirelli, Nick Paul, and Braden Point are all out tomorrow for the Tampa Bay Lightning. So that's going to be maybe for the first time all year, we have an advantage down the middle. So that's going to be nice. And I'm not joking when I say that.
I know you're not. That's unfortunate.
And secondly, more than likely, yours truly will be in attendance. Pray for me, because I'm not sure if I can get out alive if we win.
What's your record this year?
1-0.
The last game I actually went to, we won against Colorado. And
you're like what? 1-1?
I don't have the holy water, but shout out to the Rosary.
You're like what? 1-1?
Rosary.
You're 1-1. You're 1-1, Nick.
I'm actually undefeated in Amalie Arena.
I was going to ask what your record is in Tampa.
Well, I mean, he lost to Winter Classic, so that's
Well, you're undefeated in Amalie. What's the record?
1-0.
It's just one. Oh, I thought that's all time.
Yep.
Oh, I thought you've been there.
I'm 2-0 there, believe it or not.
Jack, get your ass down here. Book a flight.
That's from a decade ago.
But anyway, this game was a penalty-filled game for the Panthers. Some I don't agree with. Some you got to call. Namely, Nico Mikkola, cross-check, and Verhaeghe slash. Those are not penalties right there. I'm sorry. And I got to get this off my chest with this officiating crew. I thought they did a horrible job for one big reason. And this happened on both sides here. You should not get a penalty for defending your teammate. Vilmanis threw that bad hit on McAvoy in the first, and Boston should have had their retaliation, just look the other way. And then the same thing happened later that period when Patra leg on Lundell, and Reinhart goes in defense and he gets the extra penalty. That should not happen. If a play like that happens as a referee, you need to let the other team if he's not like choking him out and punching him in the face. But no, if he's face washing, whatever the case may be, saying, hey, we ain't going to do that around here, that should not be a call. That's just my 2 cents. I said it to Kirby and I said it to Nick. Like, I thought this officiating crew was really bad just because of that. And that's just it. But on the stat card here.
Yeah, Cody's pulling it up. Do we want to comment on the Vilmanis hit there, Jack?
Yeah, it wasn't a good hit. I mean, I think that was clear for anybody. If it was reversed, you wouldn't want that kind of hit on any of the Florida players. I'm not really sure what he was thinking in the moment. Maybe he was just seeing red, and then he didn't see the ice for the rest of the game after that, which was kind of bizarre. But I mean, to piggyback on Cody's comment, it just didn't feel like the refs just spent the rest of the game trying to make up for botching that call. I mean, it should have been a major.
Yeah.
And then they're like, okay, they got a chance to look at it in the locker room after the first period, and then it was just, any stick that breaks on the ice, regardless of how it happens, a Panther was in the penalty box for the rest of the game. It was insane. It was insane.
I think that they clearly missed the call. It should have been 5-minute major for sure.
Yeah.
Can't let the elbow ride up like that. And, it's an unfortunate play. Good thing McAvoy's okay. I mean,
for the red, white, and blue.
Developing play. I don't think it was malice intent. He didn't go out there headhunting, but I mean, he needs to have more control. It's a reckless play. I don't think it's a malicious play. I mean, it was a nasty elbow, but I mean, he's got to do a better job of controlling himself. But regardless, should have been a 5-minute major. And may I add, as we take a look at the stat cards here, hey Curb, who's at the top of the defense charts tonight?
It's only because of his goal.
We can talk about it.
It's only because of his goal.
Balinskis. And I will say this: he's been shit, but the fact that
is it good if you're good in one end of the rink, but you're awful in the other? And when you're a defenseman, you have to defend.
Well, I don't think he's
been our post-game shows with other offensive defensemen we've had through the years. Balinskis is not at that level of those guys that we had.
No, he's not. He shouldn't be in the top four.
In the defensive zone.
And I said it a couple weeks ago. Choosing to run with this top four was certainly a choice, and it arguably could have costed you your season. We've lived to fight another day here, so more of a relief that we won tonight rather than a fucking a confidence booster. But it is definitely nice to get the monkey off our back. And I think it was a gutsy win. The mental resiliency is something that this team has been known for over the last couple of years, and it's been shaken here a bit of late. And to see them bounce back, it's really nice, and hopefully it could be a motivating factor for tomorrow because you don't have a lot of time to reset. I say it's very hard to replicate desperation. I've said that in years past with playoffs. The Panthers going to have to find a way to do it. They're going to have to find a way to replicate the desperation that came out with
and I'm just going to say, I don't know if the resiliency, Cody, was lost with this team. I think it's with the fan base. I know the comments from Matthew Tkachuk, Evan Rodriguez, and things like that, but a lot of the fan base is like, let's
go.
Rest it up and pack her in.
With the 5, Prez spreading positive vibes. Let's win again tomorrow. We appreciate it. But the big thing
I just wanted to jump in. Matthew Tkachuk, bottom of the charts, was getting reamed on social media there the other game. Back to the top here. Cody, you and I haven't had much problem with him since he's come back.
Look, and you want to know what the big thing, why he's at the top of the charts right there? And I'll explain why. Because Anton Lundell came back.
Oh, and they played together a bit.
It's not only that, but now Tkachuk with Bennett is not deployed against the other team's best line.
Yes.
They're playing against a line that they could probably dominate a bit better and be better 5-on-5, and you saw that here tonight. And on the Vimanis hit, one last thing. The one thing I didn't like, you can't leave your feet. That's the one thing I always look for in like a bad hit is when you jump up into them.
Oh yeah, because you ride up to them.
Yeah, you can't leave your feet. Contact. Yeah, and like if he doesn't leave his feet, it's going to be a clean hit. I mean,
and McAvoy was moving down, so if you don't leave your feet, you're in a better position there as well.
Yeah,
McAvoy kind of in a lunge position or whatever you would like to call it.
It's not that the hit that was late. It was just the point of contact and leaving his feet.
Yeah, that was just it, and it should be a major. I'm gonna be dead honest, and like he's probably gonna be fined and or suspended tomorrow morning.
Well, Jack mentioned, I think off air, did Maurice save him here because he is going to the Olympics, and I thought there would be a response from Boston where he's going to have to fight.
And Boston has too many of those guys, so maybe he did. But the thing is, right now, like Matthew Tkachuk had a hell of a game on the power play. He was good, finding guys, finding Balinskis on that power play goal, like from low to high. That pass elite. I thought Bennett had a better game. I still want him to dump and chase it when he's entering the zone. You can't be deking through everybody. And he's still kind of trying to deke through people when it kind of turns the puck over. Reinhardt, like he's had prime chances, but he's just missing right now. And that was a great pass to him on Lundell, but on that shorty.
And looking here at the minutes, I don't want to interrupt, but Toby
30
Bjornstad,
minutes for our boy Gustav.
Gustav Forsling at 30:48, Aaron Ekblad 22:06, Nico Mikkel at 23:40, Belinskas 21:26, Petrie 14:55, Bjorn fought 8:27 left the game early. Of note, Brad Marchand with Sandis Vilmon is not in the lineup, only played 2.5 minutes, only played 10:55 of ice time and was -3. So
that's all game management there, considering what's coming up in the next few weeks. You know?
I want to give a shout out to Lundell, Reinhardt, and Nico Mikkola in that third period.
Yeah,
wow.
and I'm gonna give a shout out because a lot of everyone in the chat on Twitter, everyone and their mother loves to shit on this guy, but this guy saved Uvis Belinskas friggin' meat and potatoes about 4 times in one shift. Jeff Petrie, I thought, had a couple big defensive plays, especially in that second period.
He was skating well today, too. I said he hasn't had a good week or two here, and I know the fan base gets on. Man, Cody, you should see my mentions on Jeff Petrie on social media. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. We always say, like, if he's the worst problem on this team, then we got a lot bigger problems to deal with here. Like, he skated well tonight. You said you liked his decisions out there.
But he made, like, several defensive plays that saved their bacon.
Yeah.
I thought he was good on zone exits when other guys.
And then he got the puck in deep, didn't turn it over, kept everything in front of him. That's what you need him to do. And people are trying to compare him like, OEL and Schmidt and like all that other stuff. But Petrie maybe is. But here's the thing: people forget those two were right around where Petrie was coming into Florida. Maybe Petrie hasn't given up the opportunity as much, because granted, he's like, 38, about to be freaking 40 soon.
Yep.
And
so, people said, why was he brought in? Cody, we brought Mark Stahl in on the gap year because of the salary cap constraints, not due to Zito, due to the prior management. Yep. And then we bring in OEL and Schmidt. OEL was bust
horrific
in Vancouver, and he was allergic to contact. Nate Schmidt, as Nick mentions often on our post-game shows, he was a buyout in Winnipeg. So when we brought
as was OEL, by the way,
expect?
As was OEL, and you take a look, and you take a look here. I'll go to OEL and Petrie for a sec. OEL and Schmidt for a sec. Kirby, I remember watching film on Oliver Ekman-Larsson. It's like, okay, like the $8 million cap hit in Vancouver is the problem, but this is a guy that could skate, can move a puck. I could see a fit there, absolutely. Now, it wasn't exactly the power play role we envisioned. In fact, his strongest play was 5-on-5, but he turned into a nice, steady, two-way-ish physical defenseman. And then the same thing with Nate Schmidt. I mean, you take a look at these guys. They go and they turn to $3-4 million defensemen, and OEL and Schmidt have been well worth their contracts when you think of it. Like they're not overpaid. Like these are quality $3.5-4 million guys, and they're playing like it. So Jeff Petrie's not that. And I think when you look to take a look at when he was signed, it's you're playing next to Kulikov, Alexander Barkov's in the lineup, and we're going to coast throughout the season, and you're going to play 14.5 minutes a night. And you're not going to have to worry about anything. You're going to play the other team's bottom 6. And when you have to play the top 6, Alexander Barkov's going to be there. And we're going to cruise to 100 points, and we're going to go back to the playoffs.
Hey, what's Shaq's name?
Yeah. Miss Barkov. Fuck. I mean, holy shit.
To quote, like, football. We got the Patriots back in the Super Bowl again. Brady was the ultimate Band-Aid. And that's kind of what Barkov is for this team. Any deficiencies that we have, he seemingly fills those gaps. Whether it's defensively, whether it's, he needs to step up for, on the power play. He could just do so much that he makes everybody else around him that much better. And I think this season more than anything, especially with all the injuries, his presence. He's a top 5 player in the world in my mind. But his presence has just been sorely missed.
Yeah. Shout out to Jeff for $3.33. Let's go for the
three.
But
also, we have an update from Maurice on some of the injuries and an interesting comment here. Not a surprise. You could fill in the blanks of who this could be. He says that Vilmanis should be okay. That Bjorn thought he was less concerned about. And there's a third player who was in tonight. There were 3 players who were in tonight that probably won't play tomorrow. So is Brad Marchand there? there's a decent chance that is the case.
Right.
I have to wonder if Sam Bennett's there. That could also be an option. I don't know for sure. I will say this. I think there's a real chance Mackie Samoskevich could be out of the lineup tomorrow because you take a look what happened on that third goal. And I don't know if you caught it. He didn't stop on the puck right there. He let the puck kind of rim around the boards and, does that little bit of a flyby there. And I don't even know if he could have gotten to the puck, but I don't think he played much after that, if at all. I didn't see him in overtime. I didn't see him final.
He was only at
7 minutes.
7:17. Like
Who?
it's 7:17.
Okay. So
by the way, he said he was less confident on Bjornfoot.
Less confident on Bjornfoot.
So that means Sabrango's in tomorrow. Lovely.
So Sabrango's in tomorrow. I'd assume. Could it be Samoskevich out?
I don't think so. If there are 3 guys coming out,
they're looking to play him up the lineup then.
Yeah, I don't think he comes out.
And then this idea, I know they want to play in the Olympics, but I don't know how comfortable we should feel about like guys who are clearly banged up going to play in the Olympics. I mean, again, I don't want to say you can't go play, but I mean, these guys are clearly hurt, and Marchand couldn't even play 11 minutes tonight. I mean, he didn't play at all in overtime. So
he's
he got hit there too. Later in the game.
Yeah, but here's the thing: it's not like you're banged up a little, like Bennett, whatever, right? Like he can go. Marchand, he can barely get through a game. I mean, I don't know. I mean, what are your guys' thoughts on that? I mean, he can barely get through a game.
I think he's trying to save himself for the Olympics. Let's be real.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Cody said if they're day-to-day, you want them in the lineup, and they were, Cody.
Yeah, but I think it's more after the Olympics now, if that's the case. Because this is Marchand's last crack at it. This won't be Marchand's last crack at a Stanley Cup. It'll be his last crack at an Olympic gold medal, though. So that's also a big thing. And by the way, just a little preview for tomorrow. Hey, Kirby, remember what I told you about what Tampa always does before we play them?
Yes. We check Twitter and check the
What did they do? Did they do something?
They called up Scott Sabrin.
I know.
Oh, Frosty. Shout out to you, Frosty. You said, let's call up AHL players. I was like, why do you want to do that, Frosty? I saw you over there on Leafs Nation. By the way, Cody, great call for Zach Phillips' Leafs Nation show there last night.
Shout out our boy Zach. But I want to talk about the good of this game. And that good was that second period by the Panthers. Yeah. I mean,
by far.
Bob, MVP of the second period?
I think everyone was an MVP. Bob made big saves on that power play.
All those penalty kills, he was huge.
And then
it felt like a unit. They were playing phenomenally against the boards, winning battles.
Forecheck was incredible.
Yeah, I mean, they shut down their power play, Boston's power play when they had opportunities. They were skating well. Bob looked like playoff Bob for at least a good 15, 16 minutes in that period, that he was tested. I was telling Kirby this during the game. It's like they have these stretches where you're like, they're back, and then 5 minutes later you're like, what happened? The bottom drops out, and then they kind of get it back when they get to an intermission or a TV timeout or something like that, and then the bottom drops out again. It's just been over especially the last, even with the win streak that they had before the losing streak. Just too wishy-washy for my like. It's just they haven't had these consistent, 45, 50-minute efforts. You know what I mean? Because nobody's going to get so full 60 minutes. It's that's just unheard of. But
yeah, we're not even asking for that the best of times.
Yeah, it's win a period, then win 2 halves of the other period. You're going to win the game. But they're incapable of doing that currently with the guys they have out of the lineup.
And I just want to say on Anton Lundell, I did predict a multi-point game from him tonight. Kirby is
you had a prediction that was really on par going
until the third.
Jack had a little bit lower of a score, and Nick never gave me a prediction.
Nick doesn't want to predict these types of games.
I think he might.
And he's on mute.
I don't want to predict because every time I do, man, I'm fucking wrong.
But
by the way, I need your guys' gold medal, silver medal, bronze medal predictions.
I already told you mine.
So I need you to send it in to me officially. We need Nick to do the graphics. We're going to be talking about that on Saturday.
This is exhausting.
The US of A gold.
I've seen everyone so far that has entered the contest has USA for the
Canada,
gold. You don't
silver.
have to pick USA for the gold. There's a USA jersey on the line. You don't have to pick USA.
And then bronze, I got Germany.
I've been thinking Germany. I've been thinking them too.
They got a squad, man. They got a squad.
Can I tell you honestly,
did they say that the Draisaitl is like holding the flag or something for the ceremony?
Yes, Leon Draisaitl's holding the flag. David
Pasternak's also doing it as well.
So they're going to go early. A couple Americans are going early. Swayman, Ottinger, and Charlie McAvoy, I believe. But not everyone's going to be there at the opening ceremony, like I was telling Big C's off air.
Like we can't have that image of Austin Matthews like LeBron did last year, I think it was, or 2 years ago.
Kind of recall. Go back to tell me.
Le Captain America, anyone? but in a pretty good game here tonight for the Panthers. Like I said, Gustav Forsling at 30-48. I actually kind of liked this game at some points. At some points, it was just kind of like he lost his stick on back-to-back shifts.
Yeah, that was the part.
Yeah, and it was like it was kind of hilarious, but it's kind of like annoying because he lost it on the third goal, and
his second time losing the stick was it almost looked like a cartoon. This thing was like flipping up in the air like Looney Tunes. It's like, what are you doing? You know. And by the way, I meant to ask because I for the life of me I can't. I maybe I missed it or I just didn't see anything online. Like, what is Seth Jones' injury? Does anybody know?
I'm assuming it's a fractured broken collarbone. Because that's the only thing it could have been, unless it's a deep bone bruise.
And they haven't. It's just been buried under upper body injury, kind of.
Yes,
wordplay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so that's why I assume broken collarbone because that's why he was replaced for the Olympics by Jackson Lacombe.
He'll be back probably first game though, back out of the Olympic break.
He did start skating without gear, so he is on the ice now. Barkov's now skating regularly. So.
Are we really going to try that? Are we really going to try that?
I didn't lie.
I was the eulogy guy. I don't want to get my hopes up, man, because it just seemed,
Jack, me and you are on the same wavelength here because it's like there have been many times where we've could have been done this season and we've kind of survived through it. This has been the furthest down, the closest we've gotten to being officially done. Again, the strategy here is not to worry about post-Olympics or whatever. The strategy is live to fight another day. And we're going to have to do that for a little bit here, even coming out of the break. But I think today really was kind of a gutsy effort. I mean, it's not easy the last week. I mean, in the fashion that we've lost, we have been tied or have had the lead in all 5 games over the past week, in the last 5 games. And we have gotten 2 points. Coming into the night, the last 4 we had tied or lead in the third period, we got 0 points. Not pushing the game to overtime. And that's tough. You're blowing leads. You're allowing late goals. It's very frustrating. And tonight it looks to be going the same way. And you're able to beat a division rival, steal a point there back. That could be something. And, we've needed to just get to the Olympic break. That's kind of been this whole season.
I think Florida has the least amount of overtime played games this season. It's regulation or bust for them.
Usually that's a good thing, but right now it's biting us in the ass a bit. So,
do we have the face-off numbers tonight? I was going to ask that earlier.
We don't. And I will say this: I have been very impressed with Cole Schwinn. I have not.
I want to say what's his face. Rodriguez had a good night in the face-off circle.
Yeah, we put it on the bottom there earlier. Sorry, I forgot the numbers there.
So,
I just from the eye test from watching the game, he seemed to be pretty good. Let's see. Lundell was 13 of 31. Reinhardt 2 for 4. Bennett 7 for 17. Rodriguez 9 for 14.
All right. David, I think it'd have to be the Boston Bruins. Now, again, could Buffalo fall out? Sure. I think right now is focus on our own games. We have 3 matchups head-to-head, 1 with Buffalo, 2 with the Bruins left. So this is key right now. And if you're able to get to 6 points, those 3 head-to-head matchups, which are 4-point games, become the 6 points you need to make up.
Yeah.
So you need to keep pace there and then take advantage of those head-to-heads, and hopefully we can get healthy. And another element to this is the trade deadline is coming up, and depending on the news on Barkov, whatever it may be, by the way, just to reiterate, they're going to be testing him over the break to make a determination on what they're going to do. And you know, once they make their decision, you'll be able to approach the trade deadline in a way of, okay, like if we're in this, we're going to go for it. Well, then you need to make the necessary moves, and we don't have a ton of money now. You can move out, guys. Kirby?
Nick, can you just say that third star of the night tonight with a little inflection in your voice?
Mikey Asimont. What was that?
But one big stat that has been a little concerning over the last four games, the Panthers have been outscored 7-0 in the third period in the last 4 games.
Mm-hmm.
And so not scoring in the third is not good, but allowing about almost 2 goals a game in the third period is not great either. Because Boston scored 2 tonight, Buffalo scored 2 last game, St. Louis scored 1, and then Winnipeg scored 2. So it's been a big thing. And the other thing is this is the first home win for the Panthers in a month.
and it's not like those goals in the third period are built up by empty netters. I think there was only 1 in those, if memory serves.
No, I don't think any of them are empty netters.
Buffalo had 1.
No, Buffalo was not an empty netter.
No, so they scored and then they had an empty net afterwards, did they? I'll check. I'll do it. You may be right.
I don't think so. Because Buffalo was a 2-on-1 at the end.
You're right. You're right. Don't. Yeah, that's right. You're absolutely right. Yeah, so none of them were empty netters. Wow.
Yeah. So
Jonathan Huberdeau with a goal tonight against Edmonton Oilers. Kirby.
Oh, nice. After I drop him in fantasy.
Jonathan Huberdeau.
Oh, they've been riding him on Flames Nation. Rhett Warner, man, like a dog on a bone with him.
Are they going to buy him out?
They want to buy him out or send him to the minors. But if you
they
buy
him out, they really might.
If you buy
we can do the funniest thing in the world.
If you buy out Huberdeau, you're only saving about a few $100,000.
I have a question for those in the chat.
Yes, I'm a yes. Because
if Huberdeau was bought out, and he's like, "Hey, I want to cut back to you guys 1 year, $2 million per," are you doing it?
We don't need any more wingers.
Baseball Ryan's not.
Yeah,
I'm just asking.
I don't want to do it think about it. I'd do it just for the content. So
look, here's what I would do. Let me get this on record. I would rather Huberdeau than Panarin, but
what's option 3?
Much smarter.
For the content, I guess. But I'll shit on Marner.
Like option 4.
I'll shit on Marner like he's not even on our team.
And you won't like.
Kirby, you guys won't like it out there.
Kirby, you won't like option 4 much better, so I suggest you pick.
I'm just saying. Huberdeau had one bad playoff, and you guys think he's not a playoff performer. I'm just saying.
I think Baseball Ryan wants to debate you with Huberdeau and Ekblad on a special show one night, Cody.
Well, he's not in the Huberdeau battle. That's not happening.
Not winning that one? He's going to win the Ekblad one?
He had 10 points in 16 versus Tampa the first year.
I wanted to say Gustav Forsling has in the last 4 years been a double-digit goal scorer. He's not going to even hit that mark this year.
I don't think
Ekblad is way off of his point total projection from last year in almost the same amount of games that he's approaching right now from last year. Just wanted to add that. And with extra ice time and extra,
Ryan, just to say, Huber doesn't backcheck. Neither does Matthew Tkachuk.
But TNT was praising him tonight.
I have a quote from Paul Maurice. We're going to love this here. And our guy Banksy especially is going to love it. Paul Maurice and Anton Lundell. He's a special player. He's eventually going to be the captain of this team.
Whoa.
That's high
Anton
praise.
Lundell, he said that tonight.
That's what he said about Anton Lundell.
There we go.
There you go, baby.
Get our boy Banksy in here.
Oh, man.
Jeez. Wow. How long is Barkov going to be out? My goodness.
Barkov may be 40, and Lundell may be, 35?
So he'll get it then?
Because Barkov's got, another 5 years on his deal?
How old was Michael Backlund when he got it? 30, 31? Yeah, about 5 years.
Do you know how much we could use Michael Backlund right now? I don't want to be that guy, but
You know how much we could use like Michael Backlund, Nate Schmidt, Zach Whitecloud, like, you know.
Oscar Sundquist.
I mean, Bukestad got traded today.
I would have done that. But you know, who am I, right? So
Look, I'm like, and I guess we can all celebrate. Artemi Panarin is not going to be a Florida Panther for at least 2 years.
Yes.
I did a little trolling on Twitter today.
You
Did
did?
you guys see my tweet?
No. I saw Cody's the other night. It was funny. Cody, if you want to throw it up.
Oh, my tweet?
It made some little bit of traction.
Just a little bit. I've had more traction before, but
I put it out there for you. I didn't see it.
Kevin Stenlund on this team would be very nice to have.
For those who missed it,
I miss him.
Jack, I don't know if you saw this, but this was me after Bennett got hurt. I said, if you are in the South Florida area and can ice skate, please come to Amaret Bank Arena. The Panthers need you to play center.
I haven't tweeted in a while, and I was fired up because my boy Joe Hendry won the NXT title last night.
He's something on that online. Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't even tweet over that.
Yeah, it's nothing too happy to tweet about.
You got to tweet out this weekend, Jack, with your New England. Jack, is this going to be their 10th Super Bowl appearance in your lifetime? This is old hat for you.
Yeah. Technically it would. I mean, I didn't know.
When they went against the Rams.
So their first one was what, mid '80s, something like that. No, it's against the Bears.
Yeah. Oh, Bears!
But I was only
Jack's
2 then.
10 Super Bowls. I haven't seen a fucking playoff one. Like
I
haven't seen a fucking NFC championship. This guy has gone to 10 Super Bowls. Oh, this man.
I haven't seen a playoff win.
We'll get to you in a minute.
Win.
We'll get to you
Some of the Dolphins fans have seen more of that. Cody hasn't.
Yeah, right. You had a perfect season. You get to throw that in our face. We get to throw it.
My
in your
mother
face.
was 8.
Right?
We still see it out there, Cody, like it was yesterday. Oh, and I wanted TNT. Thanks for giving a shout to everything on USA. I wanted like Sportsnet tonight to hear a little bit on Canada. They're like, the last time we won was 1920. The last time we won was 1980. I'm like, what is this? The Toronto Maple Leafs in the air? Like, I was like, come on, man. Like, it was all USA. I was like, get Biz on there.
It's an American broadcast,
Get Edgar
buddy.
Lundqvist on there so you can talk about Sweden. Holy
It's an American broadcast.
It was broadcasted in Canada tonight. I'm pissed.
They knew you were watching, Kirby.
Holy shit, man. Tony Granado. Your wife works for
single you out, right?
Hey, Kirby, they knew you were watching, and they said, fuck you. We don't.
And they are, here's all the USA guys with goals and stuff. I'm like, what is this? What is
They
going
happen to
on?
leave. And
I don't know, Cody, what Sportsnet does Olympics, they talk about all the nations.
Yeah, because you guys just want to be like, that's what you guys want to do. But America, we only care about us.
It's not a blank measuring contest. It's just, giving love to everyone.
Is the game just on like local broadcast tomorrow, or is it nationally televised?
It is ESPN Plus.
Okay, ESPN.
Who are we getting for that broadcast, Cody? Because I'll probably be getting that.
I don't know. I can't stand the guy.
I know Cody knows. I know who Cody wants to say.
It's not Bob Wischusen, I don't think.
I would love it for it to be. Like,
it won't matter to me.
Yeah, you're in the ring. Yeah. You'll have the radio set on, right?
Yeah, I'm sure I will.
The only question is, will it be Doug Plagans or what's the guy again? Dave Mishkin? Oh man, that guy's annoying. Tampa Bay guy.
Fucking turn around. Shut up there. Fuck.
Like, it's like, hold on, let me see if they have the
Nick, do you know who Frosty is in our community?
I don't. You asked me this off air.
I need it on air.
No clue.
He says he's going to be here tonight or he's going to be here tomorrow. He might be at the game tomorrow, he actually said.
Well, I don't know who Frosty is.
Still don't know who Frosty is.
Like,
resident Tampa Bay fan.
Oh, is he a Tampa fan?
Tampa Bay is a big area.
Every time I'm in the Leafs chat or some chat, he's right there. Which one is this? Cody, Nick, or Kirby? I'm like, this is Ratsman, okay?
Yeah, so I don't know. It could be anybody.
There's a question for Cody in the chat. I'm not going to put that on the screen.
Hey, is tomorrow going to be a physical game?
I just want to see hockey.
What's the lineup tomorrow, Cody? For
I am so scared to go tomorrow. I'm not going to lie. I was telling Cody about
why do we have to play Tampa before the Olympic break?
Why are you putting Chris Scott? Look, Chris, I love you, man, but
I hope we win tomorrow so he could just shut you up.
I hope so too.
Chris.
These points are too important.
I know, but we're going to end up with 205 penalty minutes by the first intermission.
Well, we did win with our boy Adonis, and he made a great appearance over the weekend, the Winnipeg Jets game, I think it was. But
And the Buffalo game was
I just don't
spaces.
know.
what's Jack's record? Well, last time you were here, Jack, what was the result?
I think so. The last two times I hopped on, it was it the 1st of January? Was
Well,
the
you
first
hopped on
time?
for the Winter Classic, but you just came on. I didn't schedule you for that, so I don't really. You can count that.
No, yeah, the winter. We talked beforehand because
No,
I was
was it?
excited
Yeah,
to get
we
Nick's
talked about
perspective
it
on it, but
I thought there was
My
one game
perspective?
you jumped on this year. But I
What did
could
you
be-
say?
no, it was when we spoke earlier about your winter. I was like curious as to your Winter Classic perspective, like how the whole spectacle was.
Well, I wasn't
I
at
think we
the-
talked off there.
Wait, was it Minnesota?
What?
For
Let
Jack,
me see.
It might have been Minnesota.
I thought Jack was here for one scheduled appearance.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I think it may have been Minnesota.
That was the weekend game.
It was either Minnesota or Winnipeg.
We win that game? Yeah, we did. Marshall.
Yeah, we won that whole road trip, and then it went to shit.
Yeah, fucking now we're here.
Good record, if that's the case, then.
Like we win 3 and we lose 4. Like, not cool. But anyway, before we continue any further, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear a word from our sponsor, CatsNR.
Panthers fever is here. Are you geared up? CatsNR in Davie is the place for all your Florida Panthers needs. They have the latest gear for our favorite NHL team. Jerseys, polos, t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and more. CatsNR has you covered. Stop by their store in Davie or at pantherswear.com. Again, that's pantherswear, WEAR.com for all your Panthers gear.
And then another word from other sponsor, Jeremy Beckham at Beck Sells FLA. Champions don't settle, and neither should you. Let me introduce Jeremy Beckham at Beck Sells FLA, bringing a competitive edge to South Florida luxury real estate. If you want a home that performs in all 3 zones, location, lifestyle, and long-term value, Jeremy is your power play. The clock is ticking. Let's go for the cup. Reach out now at becksellsfla.com.
Just another housekeeping item here. Make sure to subscribe to our channel here. Like this video. Again, check out all of our playlists up right now. We've got stuff up on the Olympics. We're going to have a lot of stuff up this week on NHL After Dark. Shout out to our boy Jim Behringer. He won't be here this Saturday with us because we want to get in our Olympic predictions and Olympic show on Saturday night. So make sure to tune in for that. Comment on all the videos. Appreciate all the super chat donations already coming in here tonight. You can buy a membership, gold, silver, bronze. I'll let you know about that here in a second. You can upgrade your membership as well. You can gift it to other community members and access the other great perks. And when we talk about other great perks, Jose Navy Knoll has donated this USA extra large brand new jersey, as you can see here with the tags. How you enter this, if you're a member, you can go over to our members only page and you can put in your gold, silver, and bronze prediction. The winner will win this jersey. If there's a tiebreaker, we'll do a wheel spin and a little add-on. I'm going to do predictions. Cody's going to do his. Nick's going to do his. And our boy Big C's is going to do his as well. And if one of us ends up being the winner, we will gift it to some member in the community.
Do we have to if I win?
Yeah, I knew you were going to ask that eventually. I was wondering if you were going to ask that.
But anyway, boys, we got to do one thing now because we got the win. We got to look forward.
Mm-hmm.
We play Tampa tomorrow.
Yeah, that we do. That we do.
I don't know when it's going to be like. I don't know how many PIMs there's going to be. My guess, if I have a question for you guys, over under 75.5 total penalty minutes tomorrow.
Who'd you say they called up? What career
Samurai.
AHL plug?
Was this going to be his
The
last
guy
game of
that
the year?
like Ekblad a concussion in the preseason there.
That
Yep.
was something.
What's the other tough guy? James or
Curtis Douglas.
Douglas, thank you. These guys all mixed together. Are the Tampa Bay Lightning back though?
I got to watch them in the postseason for them to me to answer that question.
Did the rest help them? Our fans are talking about rest and different things like that. And Tampa fans and Florida fans are going at it right now. It's not the same. Florida's had more adversity than you guys have, Tampa. That's not right, Panther fans, blah, blah, blah. It's been going back and forth. But Vasilevsky he's 31 years old. People were wishing him away. Victor Hedman, he's missed time this year. Braden Point's missed time.
He may be the one that's actually cooked, but
I don't know. Edmund looked pretty good there last year.
Well, I'll say this. On that front, over the summer,
Radish, by the way,
we did our goaltending rankings. Kirby, me and you look pretty good on that right now. Right? There we go. Right? I keep receipts.
People are getting mad at us, Nick.
Yeah.
Also, our boy Ryan.
Yeah.
Ryan, a little too much Bob hate. I will mention that.
But I'll say this on that front. I think that they have, and they are really good right now. Let me say that. Last couple of years, so I think the Toronto year, they needed the rest. I think they were exhausted. I think the roster wasn't that great, to be completely fair. I think the last 2 years, though, the rest hasn't been an issue. I think it's been roster construction, or the certain guys just not showing up. You take a look at Nikita Kucherov last year, and the last 2 years,
certain guys, just say the one guy.
Well, Nikita Kucherov, 140 something points 2 years ago, comes to the plays against the Panthers, is over a point per game, but he's bad. He did not play well. Then last year, 121 points. Vasilevsky's a Vezina trophy finalist, and all these things, and they have this great goal differential. Remember, everybody picked them to win the series against us last year, and it was a close series, but we won it in 5, right? So I think
what made it close was
Tampa's good point by BCAT here. They were hot last year. Cody,
they were hot. Exactly. Nikita Kucherov was there. I mean, Braden Point was having a hell of a year. I mean, Andrei Vasilevsky. And then
he was the goalie of NHL goaltender of March, I believe.
Yeah, but the thing,
they've been hot. And again, we don't know how the playoff race is going to shake up. I still think they're the favorites in the East. Even if we get in, I still think they've earned that right this year. So, again, the favorite wins sometimes. Other times it doesn't. I don't want to say for certain that they're back. I'll say this. They're a really talented team. Some of these guys, in particular, their blue line has gotten a lot better. I think Chernak, he's been out for a bit, but you kind of solidified that top 4 with the addition with Radish rising and JJ Mosier really having a nice year. Your top 4 is the best it's been in years, and then they've had Stu, and I know Lilleberg's there, and there have been other guys that have played a physical.
Lilleberg's got stronger and meaner.
But Lilleberg's been one of the ones, Cody, we know, to struggle mightily in the playoffs to get picked on.
That'll be interesting to see this year.
Is that going to continue? I don't know. Another thing, like Gage Consalves, he's taken a nice step up. I know Nick Paul has had a pretty nice year. Braden Point actually had a slow start to the year, and then he got hurt.
Yep.
Who was the guy that was injured for them during the playoffs last year against Florida?
Bjorkstrand. Even if he's in
it's two things.
He's a good player as well.
Playoffs, what they do at the trade deadline, and how does that bottom 6 shake up? And I think that's really been kind of a point of emphasis there. And I know they played well last year, but I don't really have a concern going in that Kucherov's not going to play well. If he doesn't, well, then that's on them, right? Like, you can't go in betting on that. I think roster-wise, they can look pretty dangerous here. And, it really just depends on if they're able to put it together there. And I hate to say it because I hate to see it. If we're not able to get in, I don't see anybody in the East that can beat them. I mean, genuinely. I mean, and I don't say this braggadociously. I genuinely think if anybody's going to be able to beat them, it's going to be us. It's going to have – it would be the Florida Panthers if Barkov comes back. And I don't know if you guys – do you guys agree with that?
Yeah, I like Montreal, but I don't think Montreal's a great matchup for Tampa. I think Kucherov can get off on Montreal.
It's just Montreal.
Goaltending? Yeah.
Well, potentially.
Yeah, like Kucherov can get off. Hagel could sure as hell get off on them. It's not like Montreal just hasn't developed that other side of the game yet to be a true cup contender quite yet.
I would like Montreal against Carolina, defense versus young offense. And
I don't like that series for Montreal.
Oh, I might lean that. But how Tampa's playing, I'd be a little hesitant to pick Montreal or some wild card team like Buffalo or something over Tampa. I don't think Buffalo's a good matchup for Tampa. I think Tampa could handle that.
Yeah, but
I don't think Boston. I think Boston got the floor wiped.
Boston could be a little gritty though, and sticking.
Look, I'm just going to say this would be a huge disservice for NHL playoffs and the ratings, because I know the NHL cares about ratings. If the Boston Bruins got in, or I wouldn't say ratings because I know I'm going to get blamed for original six bullshit. The Boston Bruins are not one of the 8 best teams in the Eastern Conference. They're going to get.
They'll like that for ratings, regardless.
Like, no, they're gonna have ratings, but the thing is, like the quality of hockey won't
Quite
be
good
as
for
high.
ratings now. Whatever you think of them, Nick.
Yeah, but the thing is just for Tampa against us, we're the worst matchup.
Yeah.
I think it's a huge disservice to have the Boston.
And that's not bias speaking.
It's the truth. Look at the last 2 years.
I'm just saying,
we are
look
their
at the
worst
wild card teams
matchup
right now. Columbus,
that team,
Washington, potentially Boston, Toronto, and Florida. I mean, come on.
Yeah, like
come on.
It's just like we're the worst matchup for him because guess what? We have Alexander Barkov.
Well, that's
that's the whole key. Like, because
everyone wants to say here about the Panthers on Kucherov. Didn't Toronto shut down Kucherov as well 3 years ago?
Well, they could be. Here's the thing.
I'm just saying it wasn't just us.
I'm trying to remember that series.
I
wouldn't sell if I'm at the deadline if I'm Toronto.
A lot of that's.
Let's sell.
But that team seems to go as Kucherov goes, and he has this tendency where if it gets difficult for him, he's just like, "Give me my puck, I'm going home," and then the whole thing just kind of shuts down after that.
Like,
you know.
And I will say this: I wonder because they haven't been able to have success without those guys like Palat and Killorn. The guys further down the lineup early on, it was Tyler Johnson. Then later, it was like the Barclay Goodrows and the Blake Coleman. Now, Blake Coleman could be there come playoff time very well, and they're going to add to that.
He could be in Montreal as well.
But he could also be in Montreal. He could be in Dallas. He could be at a lot of different places.
I think they've done an okay job replacing some of those guys with Paul and Hagel, etc. Bjorkstrand.
Bjorkstrand, I think, would be on his way out. I think that would have to be a guy that move on and upgrade.
But Tampa cannot go the route that Chicago did after their cups, where they tried to bring back the whole cup-winning gang. Remember, that's when they traded a younger Artemi Panarin for Brandon Saad, and that really was the worst. That was one of the worst.
They lost both Saad trades. It's incredible.
Yeah. It's so funny. And remember, they lost Dustin Byfuglien. They moved him to Winnipeg, stuff like that. It's kind of like Tampa is just, Killorn could have stayed for that longer term, lower AAV, but he didn't want to. That's why he's in Anaheim. Coleman, they just couldn't afford him at the time because of the solid cap, and he's in Calgary now. And it's just one thing I'm just always going to question about Tampa now without Stamkos. And Tampa fans are going to look at me stupid, just like all this. But if they're down in a series, is Kucherov actually going to be a leader for the first time in his career? Because he's never been a leader. It's never been like that for him.
I think
that's Stamkos there.
Because in 24, remember, Stamkos kept them in that damn series.
Well, that's the other part. Jake Gensel, was incredible for them last year. But, you go take a look 2 years ago. I think Steven Stamkos was just as good as Jake Gensel was in the playoff series. Again, now there is a different type of, a DNA with the Lightning. Obviously, the question is Victor Hedman. How does he hold up? We've seen a lot of these older defensemen. Like, for example, I don't want to. Obviously, I'm saying Hedman is a lot better than this guy. But Matthias Ekholm, we saw last year, got hurt, and we've seen him age kind of mightily. And I know
he was so garbage.
And Victor Hedman, there has to be that question of, do the Lightning have a number one defenseman? I still think they do. But it's going to be an interesting conversation. But they're the favorite in the East. There's no question. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat that. They're the favorite in the East. And I hate to say this. If we don't make it, I think it's going to be them. Because who else would it be? Unless somebody comes out of nowhere.
It's truly dependent on if Vasi continues his good play into the postseason. Or is he the Vasi that kind of developed after that Toronto series where he's gotten consistently beat from distance?
But here's the other part. They're not playing us, if we don't make it. Is it we've just been that good, or have they been that bad?
I think it's us being that good.
And I think they're do you, Kirby, Jack, Cody, do you think they're the favorite? In the
Tampa
East?
right now in the East, yeah.
Yeah, by far.
I think it would be a close series with Carolina. I like both of them, but I mean, yeah, sure. A gun to my head, I'd probably take Tampa, currently constituted. Plus, I mean, that they're going to make some moves at the deadline.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah,
And you don't know when Barkov. And you don't know when Barkov. That's the big thing. We're all waiting. This is the whole season. I mean, this is the month you're going to find out, right?
Yeah.
But which is curious because if Barkov isn't coming back this season for Florida, obviously I think they probably get a little bit more aggressive, and then it's like what does Florida do to pivot? Do they still try to make the playoffs, or do they just or do they try to build towards getting back next season? So
but it's going to be so interesting to see because I do think Tampa is. Because a lot of people did say that first round Florida versus Tampa was basically the Eastern Conference Finals. And like I said, Tampa's going to be the favorite because let's be real here. Carolina's starting goalie for the playoffs right now is Brandon frickin' Bussey. And I know he's had a good year, but come on.
What's wrong with some Bussey?
They got to add a lot at the deadline, and they missed out on Panarin, so.
Panarin ain't going to go to Raleigh. No one wants to go to Raleigh.
Yeah, I wonder if they get gun shy to make another sort of home run swing type trade when they've been burned the last 2 years.
Ryan, who is the favorite in the East then? If it's not Tampa,
I think Ryan's just really biased against Tampa.
He's not going to pick anyone.
If it's not that, it ain't us.
He's going to say us if we make it.
I can't say Detroit because he's been saying
they're Detroit.
It's not Carolina. It's not freaking who the hell else is in the Metro? Pittsburgh. It's not the Islanders.
Is that a joke? The top three in the Metro. We're overrating Tampa. I mean, they're tied with Colorado for number one.
You look who's the playoff teams in the East.
Tell us who it is. I've talked up Montreal this year, but
who is it going to be? You guys are saying we're overrating them, but who is it going to be?
Let's go through it here. Ready? Who is better than the Tampa Bay Lightning? Shaq can play along. Carolina, yes or no?
No.
Kirby? And I'll give the chat time to answer too. So yes or no, Carolina?
No.
I'm a coin flip on that.
Okay, Jack.
I'm absolutely not a coin flip.
I'm kind of there with Kirby as well. I value the way that Carolina plays. I think that they're the closest team that can play a style that Florida plays.
I don't.
And that could give the Lightning some
another
problems.
guy at the deadline. They have Ehlers now.
Here's the issue: when you go down the best players in the series, I'm at probably 5 before I even get to anyone.
You're low on Jacob Slavin.
Okay,
they need more than Slavin.
Top 5.
They need someone to put the puck in the net.
Okay. So you're not high on Sebastian Aho?
No.
Okay. Secondly, Detroit.
I think he's a good player.
Hell and then no.
That's a good debate to have with Cody, Jack.
Kirby, Jack, Detroit, yes or no?
No.
Hell no. I've been wrong on Detroit, but I'm going to stick by that one. I'm going to give the chat a second here to answer if they think Detroit's the favorite.
Detroit's goal differential is a +2.
Oh, and Detroit as well, Jack, just to jump in, they're top 5 team against the weakest teams in the NHL, and they're bottom 5 against the best.
Okay.
That team has fraud written all over
Montreal.
No. Bottom 6.
I'll give them a chance, but I'll lean maybe right now Tampa.
It's Tampa and 5 or 6.
I'm fine with 6 or 7.
5 or 6.
Wait, with how many? With how many, Kirby?
It's 5 or 6 because the main thing about
I'll remember you said that. Clip it, everyone.
With Montreal.
Ryan
the bottom
says
6
Montreal
ain't
built. is the favorite.
No. Not with that goaltending, no.
Maybe baseball Ryan's even higher on Montreal than me right now. I wonder if it's a matchup based thing with Tampa.
It's matchup and experience.
Yeah. But they did get some experience last year.
I could see Hagel going off on them. I really could.
Ours St. Louis has a lot to play for in this matchup.
I really could see, because I don't think I think Montreal in the playoffs will show.
What if they win 3 overtime games, Cody, and they get good goaltending?
Okay.
Then that's just luck.
Does anybody
3 overtime games? That's luck.
Does anybody think that the Buffalo Sabres
No, moving on.
or the Boston Bruins
No, moving on.
or the Pittsburgh Penguins
No, moving
or
on.
the New York Islanders
No, moving on.
or if they don't get in,
No,
the
moving on.
Columbus Blue Jackets.
No, moving on.
They're not doing it again. Do they got Bob? Do they got Prime
So
Bob?
I'll tell you this right now. The three teams that could actually probably contend for that title would be the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Washington Capitals, and the Florida Panthers.
Maybe
All
if we make it.
All three of them are not in the playoffs right now.
Yeah,
You're
the
saying
thing.
Washington. Okay.
Well, they're more likely than any of the teams I just named.
Yeah, Montreal. I don't know about that.
No, the thing about Montreal is I think they're going to struggle.
Montreal.
They're going to struggle with the pests in front of the net.
So if it's not Tampa,
Montreal is going to add veteran players. Nick.
But they're going to add a center, not a D.
look, I mean, Tampa's
They're
been
going to
really
struggle
impressive this
with
year.
pests
Again,
in front of the net.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think the only team that can beat us, and we might not even be able to beat them, is us. And we might not even be able to do that. So I'm just going to, whatever. And if there's an upset, there's an upset. But I think
wouldn't that just if they go on this tear and they best team in the Eastern Conference and then they're just sitting pretty and then somehow last day of the season Florida sneaks in.
Well, that would be something. Wouldn't that be something?
And here we go again. Battle of Florida, round one again. Oh my God, that'd be something else.
The real thing is Barkov, and again, I think that there's been chatter.
The fact that he's even skating right now is crazy.
There's chatter. I'm not going to say there's possibility. There's chatter of people who would potentially theorized him coming back in March, late March, to push to the playoffs. I don't know if that's possible. I really don't. I think I don't even know if it's possible for game one. Possible, maybe, likely. I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, again, when you really think about it, we're going to you and Chris Scott, who's going to be on, since I can't seem to get away with that. You guys are going to have to talk about this tomorrow. If we're able to win, then, things can change, obviously. And it also depends on the trade deadline. How much money do you want to operate with at the trade deadline is another point. But looking ahead to tomorrow, I think what are the keys to the game?
Holding a fucking lead.
Yeah, well, there you go. Kirby?
Especially in the third. Yeah.
Jack, go ahead.
No, I was agreeing with Cody holding a lead. I mean, the way that they played in the third period for the last 7 to 10 days has just been abysmal.
Yep.
Even tonight, that was they were outclassed in the third after they probably played one of their best periods in a handful of games. Then the third period happened, and it's like, what happened to the team that was just out here 15 minutes ago?
Yep.
I'm with Jack. You got to put together like full 20-minute efforts here. That starts with the first period of night against Tampa. Like, I'm not even going to get excited for a first good 5 to 8 minutes. That has to continue through the period.
You can't fall asleep at the wheel after having a good 5 minutes and think that you're on autopilot again. They've done that too much, and then it's because of the players that they have out. It's these. Maybe this will be my point. Just avoid the stupid mistakes that are killing them. It's self-inflicted wounds that are just killing them. Whether it's a mental, a mistake on a simple chip play to get a puck out of the zone and trying to be too fancy with it, or flipping the puck up the sides and trying to do a bank pass to get somebody on a breakaway instead of just taking the safe route and getting the puck out of the zone. It's like they've been doing this for this handful of games, and it seems like every single time they do it, it's at the worst inopportune moment and it ends up in the net. And Bob's just not making the 10-bell save.
Well,
I think for me,
what saves was he supposed to have tonight?
What goal did you want him to have in the third period?
No, I'm not saying that.
No, we're talking to the comment.
What was he supposed to do? I was saying this to Nick earlier tonight. What is he supposed to do on those two plays, Cody?
The breakaway was just AC Mon could have done whatever the hell he wanted. Maybe you don't want Bob to drop down as early, but then again, AC Mon had a breakaway from the red line, and by the time
out of the penalty box, right?
Yeah, it was a low shot, Beef Cat. You need your D to clear that out, and it's not like
it's the worst Bob one tonight. Then I'll take that. You know, you
Yeah,
can't.
he lost.
penalties.
Yeah, he lost track of the puck because there's 1,000 people in front
If
of him.
I could
Again,
say,
on the broadcast tonight, they said they never played the position of goaltending. Well, I did. Brian Boucher played it as a professional. When you give them power play after power play, your goaltender has to be in a stance. And guess what? They get fatigued. They get tired because they have to be in that ready stance. So that's on the team for giving up all those undisciplined penalties. If you guys don't understand that, put the pants on and you'll
the
feel
key
it.
for me tomorrow night for the Panthers, I think they have to find that extra goal. You know, there's been times in these point in times where you have a 4-2 lead against Boston. You have plenty of opportunities in the slot, net front opportunities to get a 3-goal lead, and they weren't able to do it. Go back to the Buffalo game. They have an opportunity to take a 3-0 lead early in the game. They failed to do it. Allows Buffalo to come back. I think executing on that extra goal, you need to build a cushion here because clearly you're running on fumes right now, and defending leads late in the games, particularly tomorrow night on a back-to-back, is going to be extremely difficult.
Get the extra goal early. Get it early.
You need to get off to a quick start and get a 2-3 goals in the
But
first
we
half.
are getting off to quick starts and we're not holding it.
Let's score in the third period. We haven't scored in the third in the last 4
You know,
games.
Cody, I'm going for realistic here. You're asking for
What, to score in the third?
Well, look at the way we played last week. Is that realistic?
To score in the third is
I don't
me
disagree
asking
with
for
you.
too much.
I don't
It
disagree.
looks like, but it just the whole team looks like they're skating in cement in the third.
Don't get off your game. Don't get off your game. There's this. I think tonight we did a really good job at points. The disciplines were more just lazy plays, bad stick penalties. They didn't really have much to do with our, mental discipline or anything in that regard. I think we did a really nice job at agitating Boston, and I think there was a point in that second period where our forecheck looked like it did in the playoffs. I mean, it was just back and forth, but I mean, we were able to get in on the forecheck and retrieve that puck really quickly. I think we need to be able to replicate that tomorrow and then just get these 2 points. I mean, if we're able to get these 2 points and just get out of this fucking get to the Olympic break, not completely dead, that's going to be crucial down the stretch.
I can't believe I got called unrealistic because I want the team to score in the third period.
Cody, I don't think you're wrong, but I think
I'm not.
Okay, they're running on fumes, and the way they've been playing the last week or so, they are absolutely dead exhausted in the third period. I don't think you're unrealistic. I might have said it jokingly.
You telling me we can't get at least one?
We should be able to, Cody. We should be able to. But
we can't get one of these like nutsack or something.
Okay. It's 5 straight games, Cody. It's 5 straight games.
By the way, Kurt,
I want to know how many shots we have in the third period.
By the way, your Gonzaga Bulldogs are in trouble.
That's the Portland Pirates.
Yeah, you're down 11.
Let me see.
One loss this year, right now, I believe.
I know. I have.
They got a lot of
of
injuries, just like the Panthers. A lot of.
I have the game right here for you.
Not a lot of injuries, key injuries.
But it's just you're missing the one guy that makes the clock turn. Like that's
we're missing the guy that runs the offense. Runs kind of the offense.
But hey, shout out to
the hockey team.
But shout out to South Sports Radio. I think it's the Joe Rose on WQAM.
Yep. Are we gonna play the clip?
I have no idea. I think it's on Instagram. You sent it to me, so I don't even know.
No, it's on. It's on Twitter.
I know, but I don't know if you sent it to me.
Are you in the Barkoff Truther chat?
No, I am not.
What? You're not a Barkoff Truther?
You've never added me to it, but
so that's gonna be my fault.
But
it's on there. Go to the page on that.
I don't feel like doing on that. But if you look it up, Joe Rose says it the best. We have taken this guy for granted. There's no replacing Alexander Barkov. No. There is no replacement. He's the foundation of this team. He's the foundation of this franchise. I just wanted to give that shout out because not a lot of South Florida radio has coherent hockey takes unless you're David Dwork or Roy Bellamy.
Cody, I don't want to cut in here. Is that everything on that front?
Yeah, I just wanted to.
Because you guys didn't read the private chat here. We do have to make this announcement here. I know we can talk about this on Saturday. We just not forgetting to mention this, Cody? Did you ignore the message?
I didn't want him to go. I wanted him to stay home and freaking rest.
Oh, he's there. He's there.
But you know what? He's going to be the 13th forward. He'll be right up there.
No, like everyone has said in the national media in Canada. And
please don't tell me he's playing.
He does everything that Cirelli does. He does everything. It's a mere replacement.
Yeah, they're gonna find out really quick. So is Jones.
Not maybe. They said maybe not quite as good on the faceoffs. I think was one of the quotes.
That's an understatement. That's an understatement.
Hey, give him, and he is a difference maker in the games. I'm just saying, guys. I might be a little bit more on the Bennett side for best on best than Cody.
Hey, check your.
But I do get what you guys are saying.
There's no way the comparison for Sam Bennett is Anthony Cirelli.
And people want the line of Bennett, Wilson, and Marchand. I don't. I want Marchand on the Marathon.
Oh, please put that line out there. We'll shell you guys 5-on-5. Shell you.
People want it.
When you play America, use that line. Use that line right there. So that way Tage Thompson could go off for the 2 goals he can get against that line, because guess what? They couldn't defend a box of crayons. It is going to be beautiful if that line is together. Otherwise, like I want to say, oh, by the way, Kirby, we have USA has a pretty good 3C. Canada has a pretty good 3C. Nick Suzuki versus Tage Thompson. I like that matchup.
Oh, you do? Well, Tage Thompson should have been there last year, like this.
Well, he should.
Well, we got Brock Nelson, who's having an all-star year.
Right there.
And he's only playing with, I don't know, the second best player on freaking Canada.
You still can't keep the jersey. Just
no, I
a
think
reminder.
they meant to say Chris Kreider instead of Brock.
He's not on the team.
But hey, Kreider's having a better
on the team last year.
Yeah, fucking last year. Holy shit.
But you know what's funny? Gosh. Kreider's probably more deserving to be on the team this year than he was last year. Like, it's just like, because he's having a way better year. Like, he scored like 2 goals against Vegas the other night. Like,
Jack, are you going to be joining us for the Olympic coverage? We're going to be doing some post-game shows at night.
Yeah. I'm a big. I'm not big on like major junior hockey or any of that stuff, but Olympic hockey, World Championship. It's just give me the NHL playoffs if Florida's not playing. But I love Olympic hockey. So yeah, I'll definitely be around.
Awesome.
Yeah, but
shout out to our boy Ben overseas in Wales. He's going to be with us. Canadian Ryan, Caesar, whole group. Chris Scott as well, I believe.
I don't know. The NBA's on crack today.
Can Chris Scott watch the Canada games with you live? This question.
Where's Mario?
No, because he's going to be rooting for us. Nick.
No. We'll get him a Canada jersey.
No, he's got to go free. Guys, I'm not doing the Latvia USA stream because I'm on the Canada Czechia one. It's the same day. So if you guys want to do that, have Chris Scott on. That's your guys' prerogative.
We're not doing that. Cody?
No, you don't want some Bill Magic? I'll be in the chat.
Phil Manis scores on us, I actually may blow a gasket.
That's why you guys need to do the game.
Thoughts on Lindsey Vonn giving it a go 5 days after carrying it. Lindsey Vonn is a legend.
So it was the ACL. I didn't know what the injury was, but everyone was talking.
She's still going to win gold because she's Lindsey frickin' Vonn.
Well, that'll steal the story of the whole Olympics.
Though, hot take, though. I don't know if this is a hot take with this community, but in probably the world it is. Winter Olympics is better than Summer Olympics. I'll stand on that to the day I die.
Winter Olympics, Cody. Is that what you just said?
Easily.
My honorary Canadian here.
No, I love this snowboarding, I love bobsledding. Bobsledding's hilarious.
You know what what's the phrase? Like my secret sport that I don't know why it just fascinates me. It's freaking curling. I love watching freaking curling.
Don't sleep on women's curling. Women's curling is elite.
I don't know why. It's just like I'm like an idiot when it comes on I'm like a caveman-esque. Like I can't turn it off. I'm just staring at it.
Men's and women's, Jack.
Oh, I'll watch both. Yeah, dude. It's their ability. I mean, what's not to love? There's a long sheet of ice, a dude with basically an iron that's shaped like a big stone, and 2 guys with brooms scream. It's like it just fascinates me. I don't understand it, but it's amazing.
The rock,
I would love to know the physics behind it. But
my uncle, he knows a lot.
Anyway, random question: what's the time limit for them guys? Do they get any time off? They get a little bit of time off, especially at the start.
When they come back, is David?
They might.
So Henrik Lundqvist got a few games off when winning the gold medal in 2006, I believe it was.
Unfortunately, our guys are not going to have that treatment because if we
hopefully Canada goes out early so they get plenty of time off.
Yeah, you just want the guys
back. Nice and healthy. He's all right.
Yeah, Reinhart looks good to go. And he's pissed
Ben
off.
might need some time, and Marchand might need some time to.
Yeah, they do. So hopefully, they get eliminated pretty quickly, and then we can.
I hope Sweden has
Get outta here.
Forsling. I hope Sweden has Forsling bottom pair. Like
Marchand, stop in Germany or Switzerland, wherever the hell you need to get the treatment, and then get your ass back here. We're ready to go.
where did Matthews go last year?
Germany.
USA
Germany.
is the final group stage game in that pool there.
That's the one game I'm not looking forward to. Germany's
We'll be here live, I believe. For
Germany has some dogs. Like
that's going to be a fun game. That might steal the group stage. Finland and Sweden, they hate each other.
It's so weird. Like I have the Blues Dallas game on, and I'm seeing I saw there were back-to-back commercials where I saw Panther players in the actual commercials for the NHL, and I look back at the time, I'm like, that's never happened.
Well, like Braddock said, because you guys were awful.
Here we are, all doom and gloom over this 4-game losing streak. You know,
right? Jack, social media was a buzz. It actually made national headlines. So.
Wow.
There's stuff, Jack. I'll let you know.
For those who want the clip that Kirby is talking about, DM me. I'll send it to you.
Okay, DM Cody.
I can't believe he saw that tweet. I cannot believe it.
Can't believe it.
Like Kirby said it, I'm like, no way.
Is that bigger than us being named in the Edmonton Journal? I don't know. It's kind of a dead heat.
I don't know.
I know you're listening, David Staples.
Yeah, shoot it over to me. I'm curious now. That's funny.
You'll be blown away.
Kirby, you have prediction for tomorrow night?
Why are you asking me? You didn't give me one today.
Because I want to see if you pass the test.
Oh man, I really don't. I don't know the lineup here.
I don't know who's playing.
And I gotta wait for tomorrow. I know that could be. I'm not chickening out here, but I need to know who we're playing. Who's in our lineup.
Matthew had a pretty good question. Marie said there's 3 players out tomorrow. Who are we thinking it is? Bjornfoot, Marchand,
Vilmanis?
Probably Vilmanis.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Nick, I'll bite. I'll shoot from the hip. Panthers win 4-1 tomorrow. Let's go.
There we go, baby. Let's go. Not even a 1-goal game. I love it.
we finally get off the schneid. I'm no longer on the edge of my seat with 2 minutes to go.
Remember, everyone, Chris Scott is on the panel tomorrow.
Fuck.
I mean, granted, we should have won the last time he was on.
Oh, that was a heartbreak to believe.
You're telling me the margin for error was so close that Chris Scott was the deciding factor.
And
guys, I know every point's crucial, but off air before we came out, we couldn't stop laughing when we saw Chris's face come on in the studio in the green room. Are you shitting?
How about after? I don't
know. It was a good therapy session.
No, what happened was he came in and all the Kirby saw was a notepad that said, "I'm sorry." And
how about when I came in after and had a fucking couple words?
And Chris, it's like the sad thing about Chris. He's been on 2 backbreakers or 2 heartbreakers. Remember, he was on for St. Louis and he was on for Montreal when Tarasov gave the puck away and he couldn't get back in his net.
And fuck.
Dude, this is a good question. I was confused. Why was Pastrnak not used in the shootout?
Yeah, that was bizarre, right?
Jack, let's throw it to Jack here. Jack, you watch the Bruins more than
us. He's always in the top 3 for shooters with them. I don't understand. Like, if there's ever a time that I can get, again, game management, load management, especially for guys going to the Olympics, but that's not the time to do it. You know what I mean?
The least physical parts decided, okay. Because they rolled with Arvidsson, Kuznetsov, Middlestat, and McAvoy. McAvoy is not there. That shocked the hell out of me. And by the way, was I the only one that was shocked when Matthew Tkachuk was our 3rd shooter?
Yeah, I was not happy. I heard freaking Andrew Rimmer announcing him over the fucking. Oh, here we go. I'm like, shit. And then when freaking Marchand scored, I have never been that fired up for a goal in a regular season game in years. Even when we were chasing, I would probably have to say back to the Brandon Montour goal in Toronto. That would probably be close. But
what about the Chicago game at home, Brandon Montour, when we were lifeless?
But that was in February.
Who would you have just off the top of your head replaced Tkachuk with in the shootout?
Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Erod.
Certainly not Carter Verhaeghe, that's for sure. Fuck.
But Kachuk,
That guy,
I'll never
You
forget.
can't buy a goal, man.
I forget what shootout it was, but Kachuk was like her 5th shooter, and he said, "You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna slap shot this hoe," and then he just fires a slap shot. And like I remember that spaces vividly. They were, because we lost that shootout. People were so mad that he was even out there. I'm like,
What about
Kachuk
the shootout that we won that we actually didn't win? Erod in Toronto.
Oh yeah, that was,
where he touched the puck twice.
yeah. I remember.
Yeah.
I remember Pobo like yesterday. Is that one good? I coughed.
Oh yeah, that's the main gift from that game, right?
Yeah,
Because that was the ref in the game he doesn't like, right?
yeah, Laurent. Yeah, and then you had the
Oh, that might be when he was in Winnipeg, actually.
like that was.
Yes, that's in Toronto.
He should have did that tonight, but then again, he would have had to use 2 hands for Boston.
Don't you get like a coffee table book of Paul Maurice's faces when he's looking at the refs, like his idioms? Yeah.
Sorry, I want to
My
correct
favorite
myself.
of when
He was
Paul
a
Maurice,
Winnipeg coach in Tampa Bay when that meme or GIF happened, I believe.
Which
he was
one?
in Tampa Bay when Francois Saint Laurent kicked him
Yeah.
out. He
That's what you said.
fucking that was incredible. I love that. But my favorite tonight was when the camera panned to him. It's like, fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off.
No, my favorite thing in the world now is because they have the screen at the bottom, and he's
Oh gosh. Yeah.
you just see, he just sees the top of his head. He's just like all angry. He's like,
Marchand had a moment tonight on the broadcast that they caught where he was giving it to the ref.
He was like, that's like no. My favorite Marchand was Carolina, where they threw him out for going after Gostisbehere because he shot the puck at him.
Right.
And you could clearly see him say, "What the fuck?"
Oh God, he's such a beauty. I love him.
Oh dude, like this team is hysterical. Like Paul Maurice is probably like one of the funnier coaches I've had for my teams. Like, because it's funny. Like I've had like last year, I have a bunch of QBs. Like Joe Mazzulla for the Celtics is a quote master. He got asked about a loss one day, and he goes, "Oh, we're gonna die anyway, so it doesn't matter." It just keeps it moving.
Fatalist.
And now he's killing it in Calgary. You talking about Devin Cooley or Devin Cooley? Devin Cooley's the one that said
it. Rock start.
Devin Cooley's the one that said that.
Dog, I'm talking about my Celtics coach, buddy.
Oh, Devin Cooley also said that. Yeah.
We'll have to put that on Saturday then.
I see.
And then I know Devin Cooley said something similar to that.
We gotta get back to showing clips.
Nothing matters. Nobody cares. We're all going to die. That's what he said. Post game.
Devin Cooley.
Yeah. That's Kirby's guy.
I can see Uyghur saying that, but Cooley, okay.
Yeah, Devin Cooley. Nothing
by the way,
matters.
Uyghur was giving sorry to interrupt. Uyghur was giving Zane Perek kind of like backhanded, I felt, compliments. Like, this is how you have to play the game if you want to be in the league, and he did well, but let's see how he is going forward. I think there's a division in that room with Zane Perek.
I gotta find my favorite GIF of Uyghur, but it's like I forget where he said like not the so bad one, but it's one where he's in the penalty box and he has his gloves and he's clapping like this, like with his gloves off. Like I gotta find it. It's like actually
the Gudis on the penalty box is funny when he can't get any water out of the water bottle.
I was watching Anaheim the other night, and somebody a defenseman comes flying across the ice, completely out of position, misses the check, it leads to a 2-on-1. I'm like, bet I know who that is. I did not miss that shit at
with Gudis?
He just fucking flew. It didn't even fucking. It was like a 3-on-2, and he didn't even care. He just fucking went for the hit, completely missed it, just ran into the boards, and then he took a penalty after. So that was pretty. That brought back flashbacks.
Like,
Gudis on his last year of his deal right now, right?
Yep. Kirby, you want to bring it back?
No, I wasn't bringing it up for that.
I mean, for a 6, would he not be that bad?
I still know if Anaheim's going to sell and then he's the captain and how they've played this.
He might resign there. Be in the room.
Yeah, but I think when they make like either like Lacombe or Minch or I'm blanking so bad. Leo Carlson, the captain.
You know, they don't score a lot, but when they do score, Huberdeau and Uyghur usually score together. So we'll see if that happens in Calgary, Alberta. Kirby, you should be at that game. Maybe if we were a little bit better in the standings, you would have been.
Hopefully they score a goal there this year.
Yeah, hopefully.
I see a lot of Edmonton fans saying fire Knobloch. Well,
the amount of teams that would pay Knobloch everything to become their coach. Oh, here it is. Hold up. I just found it. It's this one.
He's done that in Calgary too, going off the ice.
Is that the game where Frank Vetrano ripped two, and then
that was his last game in Florida. Got his trade up value just enough to trade him.
I think it wasn't the way that they treated him post game. I think everybody knew he was gone. Didn't they jump over the boards and celebrate him like he just scored his 200th goal or something like that? It wasn't that, but what am I thinking of the right game?
Yeah,
it almost seemed like every player in the locker room knew that Vetrano was gone.
Oh yeah, the San Jose, yeah.
The way that they reacted post game on the ice, they're just hugging on him and celebrating him.
Stuff when he scored the overtime.
Yeah. It was just we know you're gone.
Yeah. Good point.
Oh, look what I just found right here. I forget I have these things bookmarked. Huberdeau and we were going at it when they were in the queue.
Oh yeah, I've tweeted that out before. St. John's and who?
Who did Uyghur play for? I forgot. I'm trying to see.
Cody, I just thought of this. When did you change your profile pick?
When?
When did you change your profile pick originally from Fat Barkov to whatever the hell it was before, after?
When did I change it the first time?
Yeah.
Oh.
When we got this podcast and we were told it's not business-like.
Okay. That was
I thought you were asking me.
So that was midway through what, 23, 24?
Yes.
And then when did you change it back to Fat Barkov?
This year.
This season. Okay.
So you're trying to
I don't want to just connect unrelated dots here. We won 2 Stanley Cups with the other profile pick.
Yeah, but we also did make the Stanley Cup final with Fat Barkov as well.
Yeah, but it was a rough season.
And this week,
what are you saying? For him to go back to what he had last year, he's had different ones.
I don't care what he goes back to.
He's just going to get rid of Fat Barkov?
Get fucking rid of Fat Barkov.
On principle alone, no, Cody.
Gosh. That principle, I can respect that. If you know, you know.
It's so bad, but I mean, anything else here, gentlemen?
Else here tonight? Thank you for.
Hey, I don't think we mentioned it, but real quick, Bob winning his 450th game.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, that's nothing to slouch at. Only 8 other goaltenders in the history of the league have done that. He's a Hall of Famer. We might be a little bit tough on him of late, especially.
A lot of people. Give Cody the belt.
Yeah.
Bob this whole week, but I also said, Cody, we do have a back-to-back. But Cody said, yeah, run with Bob these next 3 out of 4 games. So this would have been, I think, game 3 of 4 here, Cody.
Tarasov starts tomorrow, you think?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. For sure.
Oh, my God.
Outside of that back-to-back, though, we would have went back with Bob, Cody. There was a day off and say we were playing on the weekend or something, Friday or Saturday. Would have went with him. So
yeah,
the chat was pretty congratulatory on Bob here tonight. But again, results. So curious to see what's out there. I'm getting tagged in a lot of goalie stuff and all these barbs out there right now. Again, I know what his save percentage is and all that, but I think the broadcast spoke on it tonight. It's very hard for a goaltender to find his groove. He's not facing a lot of shots, and they should have said when you face the shot.
And then when the shots he does face are like prime chances.
Well, yeah, and what do you want? At that point. So that's where I'm at with it. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, and then on Friday is a members only stream. Everyone, make sure to join us on our members only stream. That'll be Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Then Saturday we'll be back for After Dark. We'll do like Olympic preview and Olympic prediction show. You guys join.
Isn't that After Dark show like strictly Olympics though?
I would like to have it primarily Olympics. We can add a few different NHL things. We talk Panera and other stuff.
There is one big news headline that we have not talked about.
I know what this is going to be.
You want to talk that on After Dark or mention?
No, now.
Okay.
What is it, Cody? What are you going to talk about?
Oh no, just little like.
Oh,
I think there's a lot of conjecture out there of how this happened. And
FO.
So
I thought UFC was on the weekends.
You're saying this could affect the draft lottery?
If the story that came out is true, I don't think it should.
I think I know what you mean, and I agree with you.
For
the story is.
For those who don't know, Gavin McKenna was charged today with, I think it was aggravated assault and then doing like seriously bodily harm.
Battery, whatever, yeah.
Yeah, something along those lines. He was basically charged with a felony.
At a Penn State bar.
Yeah, after their stadium game.
Now, should he be in that bar because there's a drinking age different in the States?
But he probably could have. He was probably in the bar. But there was a good chance he probably.
That's put onto that.
I know, but he probably wasn't drinking. His mom was there, so apparently.
He can be there.
No, you can exist
in a bar. I don't know if I share Cody's optimism in that, but you know.
But Penn State knows who Gavin McKenna is. They're gonna let him in the bar. I mean, come on. You go to Florida State. Jameis Winston as a freshman. I guarantee you he did not pay to go in any of those bars at Florida State.
We heard stories about Spencer Knight being in a bar underage.
I guarantee you Byram Brown did not pay to go to any of those USF bars.
He did not. I don't think he pays at Auburn either.
Okay, the more that we talk it out, okay.
It makes sense.
I'm just saying,
but
the drinking age in Canada and Alberta, Quebec is 18.
Yeah. Then he should have stayed in Medicine Hat. But anyway, it was not stated that he was drinking. I'm just going to preface it by saying that. But the thing is, the story goes, a guy saw him and tried to be the funny guy and insult Mr. McKenna's mother.
If this is true. Allegedly.
This is the story that's out there.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Then he responded to that.
By allegedly.
I don't know how
bashing his face in,
like broken jaw later.
For those who know how the Migos song goes, hit him with a left, hit him with a right. I'm not going to say the rest of the lyrics, but if you know, you know. But he knocked the piss out of him, broke his jaw, gave him a concussion apparently.
So this could take time with the courts to how this is handled. This could go way past the draft time.
He may plead no contest, whatever the case may be, just to get it out the way. They're going to find a way. But if that story is the truth,
well, there's a lot of. I sent you the tweet I think earlier.
If that ruins his draft stock, right, Kirby?
Yeah.
If that ruins his draft stock, hear me out.
If this is the story,
terrible year, by the way.
If he's
have a number one, if you're going
to hear me out.
All right.
If he does drop in the first round, I will Ricky Williams miss this thing. Here, you could have the rest of our picks. Let's get that guy.
I think Vegas would be at the front of the room for that.
But here's the thing: would you be upset if McKenna dropped to 20th or whatever, and Florida's like,
Well, I don't know if it's for me to be upset, but there's a lot of teams that don't do it because of the social media era now.
I know, but this
similar situation. I'm not going to say same. Similar situations. This happened in the 80s and 90s, and former NHL players are coming out and speaking on it, said it did not affect their job.
It happened to Keith Yandel and it affected him. So
Keith Yandel?
Yeah, he punched the guy out in the bar.
Okay, I didn't hear that one. There's a couple other
before his draft too. Okay, I'm just saying. I'm just
going to add this. It's unrelatable, but Florida has dealt with different stuff in the past, and they have not gone to that. So
Ed Belfour pissed on a firefighter,
and I know it's not the same,
Look, Ed Belfour pissed on a firefighter when he was damn near 40.
Oh yeah, that was a different era too.
Like,
That's what happened now with that.
And Jack's shaking his head because he's like, the hell. But he pissed on a firefighter at 40.
Hey, boys will be boys, right?
And there's a lot of things. The Patrick Kane situation with the cab driver. There's a lot of stuff out there. Different guys, that are still in the league to this day.
Nicky C. Cousins had something in junior, but
that's
if the story's true and he's defending his mother's honor, I don't think it does lick for his. He's
but here's
clearly the best player,
junior
player right now.
RC. But here's the thing: I will trade the entire draft for Shesterkin, and I will trade the entire draft for Gavin McKenna.
How many drafts do we have? How many picks do we have?
All of them.
Jeez. And Nick's saying he's going to drop because of his year. It's a really good draft class at the top. Keaton Verhoff, the kid out in Sweden.
I'll just say this. Okay, do we honestly, realistically think that the team at the top, at the number one pick, is going to look at this? I don't know how it's going to play out. And it's a terrible situation all around. But do you think a team's really going to pass on him?
No.
Genuinely.
No.
I know as of now, I would lean no.
I would.
As of right now, no. Again, it's very
I don't know if there's other developments here. No.
Look,
we'll see.
Like if it was a 4-on-1 beatdown and the guy's getting sucker punched and something, it's different than what the alleged thing is we're talking about.
Well, they termed it as verbally assaulting, verbally. So yeah, I mean, you frame it that way, it's obviously
no. But I'm talking if the guy went outside and you get sucker punched by him and he was getting.
That's a different story. Yeah.
Story, right. But Charles Barkley back in the day threw a guy through plate glass, window door, and there's a lot of stories out there with different guys. But a lot of these guys were already in the league. This guy was in the league. We've also seen in the NFL with guys doing extracurricular activities where they've dropped in the draft. And one of these things that we don't deem as a really serious offense, which America deals with it a lot more harshly than Canada does, if you get my drift. So, guys.
Who was that Dolphins player that put the gas mask on?
That's what I'm referring to.
Laramie Tunsil.
If that was in the BC Hockey League, I don't think that would affect the guy.
But here's the thing: the guy didn't fail a drug test, so why did that ruin his draft stock? Every smoke.
Diabolical.
And I'll go back, Jalen Carter, the whole driving thing in Georgia. That's why he dropped. Hell, your guys' own Micah Parsons apparently had behavioral issues at the draft, which is why he dropped.
And on campus, I thought.
And he was touted as generation.
That's the same school, Penn State.
So, what's going on in Happy Valley?
But I'm glad that they have stuff there now with the things that happened in the past, so I don't want to go down there. That they do have security and they have these different, I think, things on campus. So that's good to hear.
I don't know. I think one day I just one hangout where I just want to talk about all the funniest stories in NHL history.
Well, that would be an extensive research. We'd have to have a panel for that. We still got to do a Luongo show that we would like to do it. There's some other ones that are out there right now that we're working on with our community. Our boy Ryan's working on a goalie one right now for us. So not sure we got to get a podcast out before the Olympics starts because we do have to get that out to our audience. We need to do that early next week, probably. Just wanted to mention. But anything else on that front before we do wrap? I know we'll get into some around the NHL stuff, but we will focus on.
But I wanted to, that's why I asked. I wanted to talk about it here.
Yeah, it's very hockey related, and we'll see how this plays out. It's pretty unique to recent time and recent era.
As of the information I have now, #free Gavin.
Okay.
As of the information I have now, if anything comes out like that, that'll change my judgment. It'll change. But as of right now,
well, it'll be interesting the developments here, and you know how social media is; things are changing all the time. So
Jimmy Snuggerud scores again for the St. Louis Blues. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate everyone here for watching here tonight. Leave a like, comment down below. What's your prediction for the Panthers' Lightning game tomorrow if you have made it this far? Hit that subscribe button. It only takes a couple seconds. Help us out. Like the video, help us on the algorithms, whatever the case may be. As we sign off here tonight, our thanks to our guest Jack Joe Hendry Powell.
Good luck this weekend, Jack. Even other people don't want to tell you that.
I want a good game. You know, we're playing with house money right now, so
pray for our boy Nicholas J. Levine as he works his way into. It's not even Amalie anymore.
Benchmark International Arena.
Make
sure to vlog it and send it over to our boy Big Season.
Get one. I think I better be looking over my shoulder, not vlogging.
Get one of those meta glasses and just record the entire thing. But anyway, and for Kirby, Lupul, and myself, we say thank you. And as always, let's go Cats.
What's up, Cats and Rats fans? If you enjoyed that video, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button before you head out. If you're listening to us on Apple and Spotify, make sure you leave us a 5-star review. And just like always, let's go Cats.